Hello and welcome back to Barcelona and our ARM Tech Talks live from Mobile World Congress 2024. I'm your host, Tobias McBride, and all week, together with some of our incredible ARM partners, I've been bringing you a glimpse at some of the groundbreaking innovations at this show that are built on ARM. This ARM Tech Talk series is the place for you to discover the latest trends, technologies, and best practices from the ARM ecosystem. So welcome back if you're a regular viewer of the series, and thank you so much for joining us. This week has just been awesome. I hope you've been able to capture some of the tech talks that we've been bringing to you from MWC, whether you're at home, at work, or wherever you are around the world, because our partners have been showcasing some really incredible developments on what is the world's most pervasive and efficient compute architecture that 70% of the world's population uses. That, of course, is ARM. And we've been bringing some awesome AI-powered use cases at MWC to you that are all built on ARM. So a couple of days ago, one of our partners, SynaXG, announced their virtualized distributed unit, VDU, and the solution that's built on ARM. And what's great is I'm on the ARM booth today, and actually we have SynaXG joining us right now. And together with ARM, we're going to be showcasing some really cool live demos. So with that, I'm delighted to welcome Mantosh Malhotra from SynaXG, who's going to come into frame. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here.
It's great to have you. How's MWC been for you guys?
It's been beautiful. It's been a bit tiring, but a lot of fruitful meetings, discussions, how we can enable our partners in the O-RAN space. So overall, very, very satisfied and happy.
Absolutely. Absolutely great to hear. I don't know about you, but my feet are definitely feeling it. So we'll be having a restful break after this. But Absolutely. It's been great meeting all of our partners. And it's so great to welcome you to the booth.
Thank you.
So we'll get to the demo in just a moment with my colleague from ARM. But it's been great to see 5G ecosystem players like SynaXG building these awesome solutions that really showcase the strength of ARM and its high efficiency, high performance solutions. I'd love for you to briefly explain a bit more about, in your own words, what does SynaXG do for those who may not know, and what does this partnership with ARM mean to you?
Yeah, absolutely. So at a very high level, SynaXG is a technology provider for the Open RAN system. Our claim to fame is the L1 software that we have. It's a carrier grade 4G, 5G L1 software. That's a very difficult thing to build over the years. We've done that, and that's got a lot of traction. What we also do is, apart from the software, is we have a hardware play as well. Just to give you an example, an ARM-based chip, for example, Marvell. We've taken that chip, ported our software on top of it, and created that VDU card that you just mentioned, and Mo is going to show. And that basically enables some hardware partners to get into the Open RAN space much faster. So lowers the time to market. Effectively, you can think of us as we've created the engine and they can put the car around it.
That's awesome. I love that analogy. Well, let's, as you say, we've got it down behind you. Let's get to that. And to do that, I'm delighted to welcome also Mo from the ARM infrastructure team. Thank you so much. Hello. Let's switch cameras, and Mantosh can give you his microphone and we'll talk a bit more about this. Alrighty, so there we go. Let's bring this into frame. Okay, so if you just maybe hold it up a bit more, that'd be perfect, like so. There we go.
Yeah,
thank you. There we go. So what have we got here? Talk us through some of the demos we're showing off today.
Sure. We have a live demo here, which is usually quite a feat to pull in a trade show. And we are using SynaXG's expertise in bringing up a full end-to-end network here. And what we are trying to show in this, not only that this network end-to-end works on ARM, that it works better compared to an x86 solution. So what we have here is two full end-to-end solution, one running on ARM, one running on x86. As you can see here, we have three servers here. First one is the ARM vRAN-based server. This is a server from Supermicro based on Ampere-based chips. Ampere is one of the ecosystem, part of the ARM ecosystem. They use Neoverse N1 cores in their chips. The second one is, again, a server from Supermicro. This one is based on Intel Ice Lake chips. And there's a core network that serves both of the cells. Each one of these two servers are connected to 4 radios, as you can see. There's a live network running, and the radios are cabled to a UE emulator, UE box, which supports 8 phones that are connected to these radios. Both cells are up, 4 cell, 1 radio per each cell, running at full throughput. What we wanted to show, and before I forget to mention, beside the fact that SynaXG has been the system integrator, each one of these servers also has the video card that SynaXG has designed. They are
Right.
running the layer 1 section of this demo. What is the end result of this is that we wanted to show power performance of ARM solution. So the one side is here, this is the dashboard that SynaXG team have designed for us. The left side is an Ampere server, as we discussed, the top server, and the right side is the x86-based solution. Each one of these, as you can see, has 4 cells with high throughput running. They are using a certain number of the cores, which is equal between these two systems. And at the bottom 2 dials are showing the power consumption at the server level and CPU level. As you can see, there's some 50-watt difference between the Intel version and the Ampere version here. The end one, the efficiency, is what operators and everybody cares most, which is some sort of performance power comparison. It shows megabits per second that you're sending down compared to versus the watts. So you can see at CPU level, Ampere is not transmitting 90 megabit per second per each watt that it consumes. On the x86 side, that's just around 45 megabit per second per watts, which means the ARM-based solution is providing 2x efficiency.
That's awesome.
And this is an apple-to-apple comparison. Different companies might come with different configuration, but the efficiency gain should always stay the same.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Bo. It's really great to see that demo. I love the server room. It looks really cool. I don't know how you wired all that up. It would have been an absolute nightmare, I'm sure. But thank you so much for that. Well, let's bring Mantosh back in and have a chat a bit more about what the work we've been doing together. Fantastic. Let's all come in. And we can all have a chat, and we'll switch the microphones between them as we go here, right? So it's been great to see what, and thank you again, Mo, for showcasing that demo. You know, it's really great to see the collaboration in the ecosystem here and the power of this. But from SynaXG's perspective, Mantosh, I'd love to hear a bit more about why did you choose to build these 5G solutions that you have on the ARM architecture? What are some of the advantages you've seen from using these ARM-based platforms?
Sure. Let's take a step back. If you look at the pain point in the industry right now, most operators, their CapEx, their OpEx is increasing. And unfortunately, the ARPU is not tracking along with it. So the ARPU, in some cases, is stagnant, lower, or if you're lucky, it's a little bit higher. Now, that's a big pain point for the operators. Yes. Our solution based on the ARM platform addresses some of those issues and is a solution to some of those problems. For example, the power efficiency on the ARM platform that Mo just showed you is remarkable. And that effectively lowers the cost for the operator. For example, the power efficiency means less usage of electricity, as an example. So these little things are actually big and contribute a lot towards the TCO that the operators are looking at. So it lowers the total cost of ownership for mobile operators. And that's one of the reasons why we chose ARM as a platform and work on it.
No, it's great to see that for sure. And one of the other aspects, of course, is the collaboration and the ARM ecosystem, right? And the collaboration within the ARM ecosystem. Yeah. Yes, of course, we've got the power efficiency, we've got the powerful nature, but how have you seen and how have you collaborated with the ARM ecosystem and the partners out there to deliver these customized and optimized 5G solutions for your customers?
Yeah. So I think no one company can walk this journey alone. And we definitely need partners. And we're thankful to ARM and Mo for bringing us into this ecosystem. And, we've benefited a lot from that. It could be simple things as evangelizing our technology along with ARM's, giving us access to some of the large operators around the world, opening doors for us, and then obviously bringing in product partners as well that we work with. So we have a solution, the RAN solution, but that's one part of the entire system. So we now, through ARM's help and Mo's help, work with other players that complete the entire platform.
Yeah, and I guess Mo, on our side, from ARM's side, it's been great to partner with SynaXG, right? Do you mind just talking a bit more about the work and how we've seen it from ARM's perspective, this collaboration?
Sure. The telecom market is a very, very demanding market in terms of performance. Getting to a code base that is good enough is not that hard, but getting something to carrier grade is an expertise that usually takes decades to build.
Yep.
And we are quite grateful for our partnership with SynaXG because this is a new market. Finding the right partners is not easy. SynaXG has decades of expertise in this, and we feel confident championing them and showing them as part of the ARM ecosystem. It has been great. This partnership has unlocked a lot of doors for both our ARM ecosystem and hopefully for SynaXG. So
Absolutely,
we are grateful for everything.
Absolutely. It's great to feature on the booth. That's why you guys are here. So it's been really, really busy. I know for all of us, our voices by the end of this are quite tired. So it's been a really busy time on the ARM booth showcasing all these demos. So thank you for that. Now, I'd like to talk a bit more. You know, you can't talk about MWC, right, Mantosh, on your side, I guess, without talking about AI, right? AI has been a very big focus for MWC for us and, of course, the whole conference. How do you guys leverage the power of cloud computing as well as artificial intelligence and the connectivity of this technology, XG technology, to deliver these scalable and really innovative 5G solutions?
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. I mean, everyone's chasing the AI dream. We actually do have a platform, ARM-based platform that runs AI plus 5G, and it's actually being showcased at our booth as well. There are two streams here. One is there's this whole thinking in the industry that at some point or in the near future, the entire RAN would run on a cloud, right? So that's one aspect where we see AI. The other one is for private networks, for example.
Right.
Again, what we have done as a technology company is created that platform or a layer on which you can run the AI. We're not an AI apps company, but our platform is geared towards partners writing or building applications for AI. I'll give you a very simple example. There's a lot of talk around factory automation.
Sure.
We have a use case that we're showing where defect detection is being done through AI and takes out the human error from that. So, and it's something where it requires a lot of processing at the edge. You know,
Yes.
a lot of graphics, a lot of pictures are taken, and then it's got to be processed. And then, so that's the AI part. But then the back end is the 5G connectivity. So that's a good example of how AI and 5G are going to be working together.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of that this week across MWC. So thank you. That's really, really interesting insights from us. So before we wrap up, is there anything and then we'll hand over to Mo for the last word, anything you'd like to add before we wrap up today's ARM Tech Talk?
Well, I'd like to thank ARM more specifically for helping us out a lot. And, it's been a great show. We are delighted to be an ARM partner, and thank you for everything.
No, thank you so much. And Mo, before we wrap up, we'll give the microphone to you for one last word. Is there anything you'd like to add before we wrap up today's ARM Tech Talk?
No, thank you very much for putting this together. This was a great show for us. Grateful. This was a very successful demo. As usual, we are very grateful to SynaXG for their time, effort, and energy. Okay.
Absolutely. No, thank you both so much with a really great tech talk and a really great demo. And I also want to pay thanks to someone else who isn't here, but has been behind the camera for almost all of these tech talks. He isn't today. Is my colleague Chaitanya, who's been really instrumental in putting these together. So big thanks to him and the whole ARM team for making these such a big success, and for all of our partners who've joined us this week. That concludes our penultimate ARM Tech Talk in Mobile World Congress here in Barcelona. In a couple of hours' time, I'm going to be joined by SoftBank, and we're going to talk about the AI RAN Alliance announcement. So do tune in for that. We'll be going live at about 3:30 p.m. Central European time, so do tune in for that. Mo, Mantosh, thank you so much again for joining us for today's ARM Tech Talk. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again later today for our final ARM Tech Talk live from MWC Barcelona 2024. See you soon.